Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
So, hello, everyone who is joining. We have today a special guest. I will represent them soon. But firstly, glad to see you. You are here on live session. We are gathering here for a special purpose. Announcement of winners at BISSUC, detailedly called Baltic International SketchUp Student Competition. Welcome once again, everyone who is joining. We can see that students are joining as well. Glad to see you. So to begin with, shortly, I would like to represent ourselves. So I am Paulina, and on the other side of the screen is my colleague Marius. Marius, say hello.
Hi everyone.
One more colleague, Carlos, was very active also in organization of this event, is camping at the moment, so he's not joining today, but we are members of SketchUp distributor team at UAB Gelnaus in Baltic States, distributor of SketchUp. So let's stop shortly near the history of this competition. The concept of this event is freshly new. The idea came just in the beginning of this year. How it came up, we recognize that SketchUp is well known in universities, but not so used for design process because there are other software that sometimes it's even more complicated to use it for design process. So as we thought, SketchUp is a great tool for designing. We wanted to inspire students to create designs and to try it. So competition is very young. This is the first year, but despite of that, we are thrilled to see results of students that are very great. And to mention, many of registered students couldn't manage to arrive until here today because there was sessions in universities, but those who survived are here. However, we are thankful to everyone. Those who couldn't join, we are waiting for you in following competitions. There will be more of them. So this is an exciting moment because we are going to announce the winners. And we would like to thank you, everyone who attended, who were brave to challenge themselves and found time to apply. Big thanks. I'm starting with thanks because it was a lot of work to create this competition, and it couldn't have happened without all of you who was joining this team. So big thanks for jury members, for colleagues, for partners, for Go Vilnius project who helped us to select a site. So more thanks in the end. And at the moment, I would like to remind that the task of competition was to create a sundial. And for a special occasion, Vilnius is going to celebrate 700th anniversary the following year. So we are close to announce the winner, but firstly, I would like to give a word for two special people important for that competition. So Go Vilnius team member Laura Blažytė and Sundial expert Martin Gilts. They will share with us some words. So Marius will introduce a bit more.
So we have Agla from Go Vilnius, Vilnius city representative, and basically they're responsible for the anniversary celebration, and this event also will want a kind of additional value for the whole event. And yes, hello Agla.
Hi, good morning everybody. I'm listening so many times. I was listening so many times for the word winners, and I understand that I'm standing me and the other guest standing in the line before somebody gets to know whether they are winners or not. So that's very unpleasant place to be. So I will be very, very quick. But anyway, I really want to congratulate you all on behalf of all Vilnius 700th anniversary team. You know, when Marius contacted us, we were a bit surprised because that was definitely not a cultural experience or cultural ideas competition. But on the other hand, it really reflected the idea we have for Vilnius celebration for the next year, that the birthday is for everybody, and no matter what you do, no matter where you do it, you can be a part of it, and you can create your own birthday party if you want to say so. So again, thank you for thinking about Vilnius, for including the upcoming year's anniversary into your plans, into your competition. It was really interesting to see the works you do. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really not good in your field, but the final results I've seen were really interesting, and I hope that one day maybe you will have an actual things in the city created by you, and it's really interesting. And also using this occasion, I would like to invite you all to Vilnius next year. 2023 is going to be a great year in Vilnius. We will have different events, different competitions, different activities all over the city, all over the country. So follow the news on our website, 700vilnius.lt. If you have any ideas and you want to do something like this or something totally different, you can also contact us and you know, propose it, and we'll think about it. As I told Marius already, we will definitely have the short description and summary of your competition in our website as well, because all initiatives are very welcomed. And also, you know, great parties have to have a great pre-parties. So we are starting to celebrate Vilnius anniversary this year already. And on July 25th is going to be a huge music festival in Vingis Park in Vilnius city center, and the press release is coming in about 2 minutes, and I was allowed by my colleague to announce you who's going to perform there. So a part of all Lithuanian singers and orchestras, we will have Luis Capaldi. So I also didn't know the name, but Google it and I'm sure you will know the song. So the festival will be free of charge, and you all please mark your calendars, and we all going to see you in July, on July 25th in Vingis Park in Vilnius. And also for the next year. So thank you all again. Thank you, Marius. Thank you organizers for thinking about Vilnius. Vilnius is a great place to live. Probably will be a great place to have the 700th anniversary next year. And just if you have any ideas, please contact us. And now definitely I'm leaving it up to the winners to be announced and not wasting more time. Maybe people are nervous.
Thank you, Egle. Thanks. And one of the jury members, Martin Gils, he is working every day with the sundials, creating them, designing them. So he has also a few words about your works.
We cannot hear you, Martin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, first of all, for organizing such competition with sundial theme, because it's not typical, and actually sundials are not frequently mentioned around us. So that's the first thing I was enjoying. And then a couple months ago, you invited me to also provide some instructions to participants of competition, and also to participate in jury. And I have to say that it was very interesting to see how students were looking for different solutions on let's say, sort of from one side, simple scheme of how shadow travels across the hours, but it was quite challenging. And most importantly, actually, I think students also got experience with using SketchUp. I'm also avid user of SketchUp for modeling my sundials and for modeling shadows during the year, during the day. And I think while working on sundial projects, you had the participants had they actually saw that SketchUp is one of the most convenient ways how to quickly simulate pros and cons of several solutions, and then you can develop more details up till technical layouts. But this stage didn't include that. But actually, I have to say this is a very good blend of Sundial, constructing Sundial within a SketchUp. That's a perfect way how to do it. And yeah, I was happy to see that there were really some original ideas and how it was working. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. Martin, are you considering to visit Vilnius for the birthday this year or the following year?
Actually, it happens that I'm visiting Vilnius every year with my family. So we typically have some travels to Baltic states. Let's say as we have, let's say, one trip to Lithuania, one trip to Estonia, and then it includes Vilnius, Kaunas, Klaipėda. So. This year as well, we will visit. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. So I guess, as Agle mentioned, there is a website where it's possible to check the program. So thank you, Martin. By the way, Martin helped us to meet sundials. Even we didn't know how it's called correctly. We were calling it sunblock, but the correct name is sundial. Thank you, Martin. And for me, for example, this was a completely new field and was interesting to know. And by the way, Carlos, our colleague Carlos, has created, as students who were participating saw videos explaining, as well with Martin, explaining how to create a sundial, how to catch the right shadow, and so on. So thank you, Agla and Martin. Happy to see you here, and I guess now we will move to the announcement time, because students are thrilled to hear what is the result for sure. So let's move to the part of winner announcement. There will be 3 main winners to remind what is the order. 3rd place of the main winner, 2nd, and the 1st. As well, there will be special selection, or not just selection of house team for render, and we recognize during evaluation time that jury votes, most of jury votes didn't align with the most of public votes, so we decided to create one more dedication as jury honorable mention. Because to remind, votes were summed up by public votes and by jury points. So every of mentioned person will receive special prizes. And let's start. I will share my screen. Wanted to make interactive using SketchUp, interactive presentation. So 1 second. So, okay, do you see my screen?
Yes, yes, all good.
Okay, so this is the site that students are familiar with. It's in Vilnius. We selected from the list of projects waiting. And we found this square as very good, interesting site for the project, because it's kind of in the center near the main station of Vilnius, train station, not so far away from the center, and a square. It's a good tool for sundial, a good place for a good location for sundial. So using themes, I will represent the winner. So who is the winner? Let's start from the 3rd place. I have here all the descriptions, comments from jury, so I will read them as well, because I guess students are very interested to hear. So to who goes the 3rd place? Let's move to another scene. The winner and other entities will recognize from the project the winner. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, now you can start to see who is the 3rd place winner. So third place goes to Sundial number 005. I will read some comments from jury, but to sum up from jury, Liudas Česnulis got 7.6 points, and public votes 509. Congratulations, Liudas Česnulis. Thank you for your attending. The project is very interesting. Me, myself, I find very interesting this idea with the Gnomon 700 years on a map of Vilnius, but I'm not, it's not my field, so I will read some comments. So jury comments about the concept was that it's a very sculptural assembly, somewhat fortuitous, but it manages to embellish the square. It seems to have Carlos Scarpa among its references, especially in the Brion Mausoleum. The inclusion of the map of the city for commemoration of the Gnomon is appropriate and distinct. The design solution offers a bold new addition to the public space without undermining the existing public space in certain levels. And also, sorry, I will jump a bit more comfortable, sorry. Okay.
Well, this project, yeah, it's actually very kind of has these strict lines, very has structure like, I don't know, maybe bricks, maybe Lego bricks or whatever outside, and it's making very interesting actually the sundial itself. So for me, it's also was one of the favorites that received in the whole competition.
And some more comments from jury about site integration, that its implementation is not invasive, it only takes up the space it needs. Yeah, we can see that there is a lot of, I mean, not a lot, but enough of space around. It improves the place by creating a place of reference and identity without conditioning the use of the square. The proposed sculpture sits gently in the middle of the open space without interrupting any of the paths while offering a focal point to all passers-by. The volumes are also arranged in an organic and visually pleasant way. So congratulations once again, Liudas Česnulis. We will send, actually we will send all our attendees comments from jury because we understand that this is interesting to hear. It's like evaluation in university, comments of professor. So congratulations, and let's move to the second place. Who is in the second place? I'm counting until 1, 3, 2, 1. So congratulations to Lolita Gudonytė with a project called Lilium. It had a name, special name. So it got the most of public votes and comments. The group people was very active commenting and voting. Thanks to everyone. Although it got a bit less points for jury, but the project was sent the earliest, and was trying a lot to get votes. So this is also very congratulationable. And the most, I will mention that the most of public votes and comments helped to raise a vote, and as well the most of points from the jury got for technical accuracy. So from Martins, thank you Martins. And as well the project is it's adapting very well in the site, leaves some space for paths, for pedestrians. And even one jury member has recognized that the shadow, well now I cannot show it, but the shadow creates some association with Vilnius Tower shadow. So I don't know if you watch once again the video, it seems that the shadow is of Vilnius Tower. So once again, congratulations to Lolita Gudonytė. we will send you a prize. By the way, all the winners, we will reach you by emails, and we will ask your addresses that prize will reach you. Okay, and let's move to the first place, the most excited. All are exciting, but first place is a first place. And what is the first place? While it's charging, by the way, I forgot to mention what are prices. So prices are stated in our website, of course, but there will be 3D mouse, tablet. Everyone will receive SketchUp and V-Ray subscriptions, and I forgot to mention also 3D print. So, okay, the projects are kind of big, so let's wait a bit. Like this, we're keeping in 3. So who is the first place winner? By the way, you can write some comments in the chat. Colleague Marius will read or answer to you. Maybe you want to mention something about projects, or you have some questions. So, okay, let's move on. Still, who is the winner of the first place? So we can start to see, and the winner of the first place is Sundial number 43, Monika Ruškevičiūtė. Congratulations, let's clap everyone. Got public vote from public votes 1,240, and from jury 6.5 points. And comments from jury for presentation, a good command for modeling and rendering it is appreciated, which gives an eye-catching result. Concept, there is an accumulation of unrelated ideas. This is kind of, well, I'm reading comments of jury. There are also some comments what could be better and comments what is great. So there is an accumulation of unrelated ideas that is a bit competing with each other. Although there are good intentions in different elements, and about site integration, the space and circulation through it, that there is circulation between elements, is very good. Just that jury states that there are a bit too much elements, but again, every jury has their comments. We will send you more comments by email that you could evaluate and agree or disagree with evaluations from jury. So all 3 winners will receive gifts by post. As I mentioned, we will contact you by email with jury comments, and we will ask your address. We will send prizes in the second part of the next week, so it will reach you in a few weeks. And we will wait for the news from you if prizes reached. Of course, you have to reach, but yeah, that's it. So, and we have 2 honorable mentions, nominations. As I mentioned, one of them is house selections. We had a jury member from V-Ray manufacturer team, Laura, and she was evaluating visualizations as well, but we will mention the top selection from there. So, who is house software selection for the render? Dun, 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 dun. Let's give some pauses. Maybe we should have selected some music for this tense moment, Marius.
So it's already probably loaded, yeah.
Yes.
Because
but I wanted to keep the intrigue.
Project.
Yes. So the same project got also honorable mention for house. Great renders, by the way, renders can be found on the website. So those who still didn't see, just visit sketchupbaltic.com and you can see why it got honorable mention. And okay.
And as Kes mentioned, well, on this project, well, the author, the student, well, got a lot of effort to make this visualization very nice. A lot of Chaos Cosmos also additions to the site, and it became very interesting visualization at the end.
Yes, thank you very much. Okay, so let's move to the last honorable mention, but not the least. As I mentioned, there is a part that some winners, that evaluation was divided into two parts, public voting and jury points. So there is some equilibration that those students who has uploaded their works earlier, they had a longer time to select votes, and there were good works, and there are students who also did good works but has uploaded later for some reasons. So this is like equilibrium, and as we saw that jury members has gave the most of numbers, not for ones who got first, second, and third place, we decided to add one honorable mention of jury. So this mention will receive as well a prize. This will be a prize not by the post, but will be a prize for your work that you could use software, creating more designs. We will reach you with this information as well. So who is the jury honorable mention? Who is the jury honorable mention? Let's give some pauses a bit. I guess someone who saw works is already guessing who could be this winner. And while it's loading, I will start to mention. So jury selection was to Marta Dorotėja, Sundial number 23, has received the most of jury points, 8 points, and for public voting, 271, while it's uploading the project here. I will start to read comments from jury. So got the most of points for site integration, concept, technical accuracy, and some comments about site integration. The proposal adapts and improves the space where it is located, creating a place for meeting and enjoyment. Thanks to the change in elevation and the use of water, here you can see the project. References can be seen to use of water in Roman and Islamic palaces. Our jury members are very wide knowledge, so they also give some references to projects, very nice. So ATC or closer to Louis Kahn Salk Institute. The only but would be to say that the author should have tried to use the slope of the terrain as a basis, although it would have increased the difficulty. The result could have been even richer, but is very good as it is. Concept, a simple but ambitious concept serves like a river as a guiding thread for this proposal. The development of the idea is not distorted, and fidelity to it does not enslave the result. So congratulations as well to Marta Dorotėja. Thank you for your design. This project was represented very nice, sent all the details, even extra like layout document, as well sent very nice SketchUp model and readers, as most of other competitors. But we had to mention as well, for that reason, this jury selection. So congratulations to winners, congratulations to those who attended. We think it's a great idea, an opportunity to learn, test yourselves and have some fun. We hope you had some fun. And we hope that everyone has learned something during the process of this competition and will use this knowledge in their path of future design, in their studies, in their professional work experience. And I would like to end this session by saying big thanks to everyone who made this event happen. Universities and students who attended, software manufacturers for their support, jury members, my colleague Maris, Carlis, and Hardy, who is in Estonia. Everyone who made it happen, thanks to ourselves too. I will remind that we will upload one more time the results on the website. There will be a recording of this video you can share with your student friends, because we know that some winners also was doing a project in a small group. So please share announcement with your group members, go to have some beer and celebrate. And few important announcements once again, that we will send prizes by post next week, in the second part of next week, and on Monday we will share with everyone by email some comments from jury. We will ask your addresses. That's it for today. Maybe we have some word impressions about winners from Martin and Agle. If you have some words.
I have just a question, let's say possibly a question to Vilnius. How realistic would it be to implement one of those projects? So is this location available for sundials?
Yeah, actually, before the project, we talked with municipality. This square itself, it's called the Square of a Light, and it is like an upcoming project to renew all the square, this particular square. And for now, there is no project selected, well, how to do it or whatever. And well, municipality now already has these new ideas for the square, so maybe that depends on very many, moving parts and so on.
Yeah, because always it is good to have, let's say, next step from ideas to transfer it into some implemented projects as well. So that actually, let's say, those either it's sundial or other environmental object is living, not just sitting in some digital cloud.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh, that probably is also a step forward to show that there are students show that they want to create and want to be a part of the city, of Baltic State City. So that could be like a starting point to show that there are ideas for the city. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for your ideas, for your dedicated time. We hope you to see in other competitions, our other competitions. And by the way, still you can reach videos if you are interested, training videos of our colleague Carlis on the page and on YouTube channel. There you can learn once again how to create a sundial, and you can find their tips and tricks of sketch. So thanks once again, and I will wish you have a nice Friday weekend. Students who won prizes can go to celebrate as well. Those who maybe didn't win but attended also should celebrate, because it's a winning point that you decided to test yourself and appeared in the list of competitors. So thank you, everyone. Have a nice Friday.
Yeah, thank you guys for participating, and have a nice summer.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Bye.